Well, the judge said that Diddy's actions were serious offenses that irreparably harmed 2 women who still feel the effects today. The conduct occurred over a decade with tremendous frequency over that time period. Why did it happen that long? Because you had the power and the resources to keep it going, and because you weren't caught. Now, what strikes the judge about Diddy's claim that he's remorseful and won't do it again is that Combs assaulted Jane in 2024, even after authorities executed search warrants. This was true. I interviewed one of the male escorts that after the home raids, they continued to have freak-offs in Diddy's Miami mansion. This is Don the dealer. This was after the raids. He knew there was a grand jury that was about to get him arrested, and he kept doing the freak-offs. And the judge noticed that as well, because I guess an assault happened as well during that time. The judge went on to say that Diddy abused the women he claimed to love, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. He was sitting right there during Cassie and Jane's testimony. We read about it in text messages and emails. We saw it in the images of gashes, bruises, broken doors. We saw the video of your savage beating of Cassie. This was subjugation. It drove both Cassie and Jane to thoughts of ending their lives and the reality of what happened.
Well, once again, what he did subsequent to his arrest, as you said, he continued on. When he was told it was coming down, and he continued. That's once again classic bipolar, bad judgment, bad decision making, inability to control. The mind is a hell of a thing. If you can't control your mind, that you can't control your behavior. And I'm riding with that. And I think that that's what needs to be done. He needs treatment and he needs to be punished. Those are some horrific things he did to those women. Horrific. And that's why I would give him 2 years on each count, a total of 4 years. However, I would have them to run concurrently.
Right.
And require mental health treatment. That's how you stop it.
The judge said something interesting at the end. He said, to Miss Ventura, Jane, and other victims who came forward, I can only say your families are proud of you and your children when they're old enough to be proud of you, and I am proud of you for telling the world what's really happened. You were speaking to the millions of women out there who have been victims and feel invisible and powerless and had to suffer in silence. You told those women and the world that violence behind closed doors doesn't have to stay hidden forever. The number of people you have reached is incalculable. Now, he also told Diddy that he's probably in a dark place right now, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Those letters and all those letters that I saw show that you have a universe of people that love you. Let them lift you now and uplift you just as you have lifted them for many years. You will have a chance to show your children in the world what real accountability and healing looks like. So basically saying, yes, you will do some time, but you will get out and you have a life ahead of you.
Yes, but I hope when he gets out, he's been treated and continues his treatment. See, I keep going back to this because I go to prisons. I've done prison tour. In fact, I did one with the Surgeon General under the Clinton administration, where we visited 8 prisons around the country. We had each prison give us all the information on the mental health. Turns out that on average, about 23% of all U.S. prisoners suffer from some form of mental illness, and they're being treated. So what we see in society, and that's why I'm zeroing in on this, we see rich kids go to counseling, privileged kids that is, and our kids go to jail. So I say to mothers who regard it as a stigma, I don't want the stigma of mental illness, I don't want nobody saying my son taking medication. Well, you can either take him up to that doctor 5 minutes away, or you can take him to that prison 5 hours away later on in life. Which one you want to do? And it sounds like had Diddy had some treatment early on in life, because the things he's exhibited didn't just start. Hitting the man over the head with the champagne bottle, the music exec.
Oh yeah,
and we
Steve
know he
Stout.
got some violent behavior.
Yeah.
And those are classic symptoms, and they've been going on for a long time. And it's something that we in our community just have a stigma about being treated for.